So one question, because you said something and I had to put it the way you were talking about. So you were talking about wars and things like that. And I look at it, that I've read parts in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament. And God will say, when you get to that place, annihilate everybody, women, children, babies, God.
Amalek, yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
So how do we explain a good God? And you say babies, they don't have any sin. They have no idea. But God says, everybody.
Kill them!
I mean, David will go to a place, he will clear the whole place.
Clear all of them!
And we say, God is good.
He's good.
All
the time.
How do we explain the nature of a good God killing an innocent baby?
Okay. Now, that is because that's very deep. That's very deep. It's not the baby, it's very deep. It's something that people have queried and understand. Do you understand how Israel, when Amalek came, when Israel came out of Egypt, Amalekites wanted to deal with Israel, wanted to kill Israel. And God said, there will be war between you and Amalekites forever. I want you to deal with them and kill them all. Even their babies. If you know the story of Agag, that was why God was angry with Saul, because he left the king and he did not deal with all of them. God was speaking to a generation. God wanted a generation annihilated. Now, unfortunately, the babies are part of the generation. And God said, the land is yours. Don't forget the God that functioned in the Old Testament wanted to give the land to Israel. Under the new covenant, it's different. Then it's compassionate. His sovereignty is that I want these people to rule, and my people, and this is their land. And these people want to kill you, and I want to show them I'm behind you. And the wars will continue. And to show that you are my people, I will protect you, but we have to annihilate these ones. I don't want them to exist at all. That was under the old covenant. And that's what God is. That was just
God does not change. Old covenant.
Yeah, oh, no, covenant changed. God did not change. God is still a consuming fire today. Hebrews 13 says God is still a consuming fire today. But the covenant is what is preventing him from consuming, because there's an intercessor in his presence, interceding for us, not for them. Interceding for us, the saints and the church, not for them. You get the point now. So God is still a good God. Now, what you are saying is what people like Oprah said, that why would they allow evil to happen to children and to kill babies? Because those babies are devil, they're demonic, as it's in quote. They're gonna grow up fighting God's people as well, harming themselves to attack God's people. So it's almost like a generation, two tribes fighting. And so God says, look, this tribe must win. You will smite them, you will kill them, you will kill women, you will kill everything is there. And we must finish them. And that's one of the things why God was angry with Saul. This is very difficult to explain. I don't want to defend it as human, but I want to say God was wrong. God can't be wrong. God knows what he's doing. God sees the future. God knows what we don't see. God sees what we don't know. He knows everything. So if God is doing something today, he sees the future and knows why. That ultimately it's still be good for you and I to get it done. So those are very tough ones, but it's the truth.